Okay, this is the moment you have all been waiting for. It is the 2021 coffee review. I'm joined again by a friend, Alex. And today we have arranged for us 6 coffees from our own homes that we are going to try.
Would you like to add, sir, 3 of which are
Okay.
of random coffee beans?
So, over here on the right side, we have Illy. It is a nice standard dark roast. My grandfather gave that one to me. What is this one right here, Alex?
This one is from, I got this at Costco, but it's a really nice bean. It's a Cubano bean, specialty grade whole bean. It's called Mayorga from Cuba. Cubano bean.
Is that a dark roast?
It is a dark roast, very dark bean.
Okay, and then next we have From the Ground Up, Bitches Brew. Got this one at Sprouts. That's also a dark roast.
I'm looking forward to trying this one.
It's very nice.
And then, to top it all off,
go ahead. So we got 3 Ravensbrew coffee. Actually, one of our favorite coffee brands. So you can see we have 3 of them. What is this one right here, Alex?
Oh, so this one is the Ravensbrew Dharma beans. It's a medium roast coffee. It's got a picture of what do you say, like a Hindu god on the front or something like that. Mm-hmm. But some really cool art for the front of the bean. Mm-hmm. And it's all right. It's you know, out of the Ravensbrew, it's a medium roast, but it's sort of tastes like light. And,
yeah, we'll get to it. And then we have I have two holiday specialty blends. We have Santa Claus. It's a blend, medium roast blend, and then we have the autumnal. It's a light roast. It's the autumn equinox, autumn's roast, and that one's gonna be interesting. So we're going from dark to light here. The only way that this is gonna be consistent is if we brew the coffee all the same.
Right.
So we're gonna be we'll show you how we're gonna be brewing it. It's pour over, and then we're gonna be using my grinder, and then yeah, we're gonna get it started. Okay, so for our brewing method, we're gonna be using the scooper, and we're gonna be doing 2 scoops. We're blending the coffee on medium. It's like a car. This is the best we got. Pour a little bit over it to like bloom it. A bunch of these.
Pour overs.
Yeah.
Make the coffee left and right, baby.
Okay, so the smell of the coffee bean, definitely a darker smell.
Mm-hmm. A bit fruity.
Is it fruity?
I think it could be. It's an Arabia coffee bean. It's a bit bold. It's a bit acidic.
Yeah, it's definitely got a little bit of a bite, you know.
Yeah.
And then like it comes in pretty smooth, but then you got that like standard coffee bite, you know.
Yeah.
Pretty standard.
Yummy. What do you say? I think I was a bit surprised. I didn't know it was going to be this tasty.
You thought it wasn't going to be as tasty?
Yeah, this because you said your grandfather gave you this particular can of coffee beans,
this is
right?
what my grandfather told me, that the Illy, they've been working for decades on the right bean.
Okay.
So apparently they got a lot of research and years of experience trying to make the best bean. So it's a pretty solid bean, and it's pretty popular in like Europe.
Is it actually?
Yeah, Illy is pretty popular.
Interesting. Yeah, it's good.
Like they got like the shops. Yes. Okay. So we should move on to the next. Wait. What are we gonna give it out of 10?
I'd say 6.5, 7 coffee beans out of 10.
I say it's a pretty solid. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay, I could go with that. 6.5.
6.5.
Coffee beans.
coffee beans.
Add it. All the water in the world was replaced with coffee.
Okay.
What if we were doing this for eternity?
Here we go.
It's smooth.
It doesn't have as much of the initial bite.
Yeah. It's smooth. It's smooth, right? It's a good bean.
Pretty similar taste. Just tastes kind of pretty much like an American cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Pretty good. So that one is from Cuba?
Cubano Coffee.
I don't think I've ever had Cuban coffee.
Yeah. Distinctly dark, syrupy coffee.
It's pretty good.
Grown from the Mayorga family.
Bold, smooth, sweet.
Yes, sir. And
I do taste a little bit of the sweetness.
Yeah. I do feel like the Arabian ones are have like a fruity flavor to them. But it's sweet, but it's not fruity. It's smooth.
Actually, I think I kind of like this one a little bit better, actually.
It's a nice bean, right?
Yeah.
It's a nice bean.
I think just a little bit. I think I'm going to give this one 7.25.
Okay.
Just slightly better.
We can do that. Yeah. I'd even go up to 7.5, but that could be impartial because it's my coffee bean.
Yeah, I mean, anyways.
But yeah.
So you give 7.5?
We'll say, I say 7.5.
Okay.
We'll say 7.325. It'd be 37.5, right?
Yeah.
7.33 aren't too dried out, but I mean, yeah, no, it's got the longer that you have a coffee bean, it'll lose its oil exponentially fast. And this coffee bean, it's got some oil, but it's not. It's a bit dried out, as you can see.
Yeah.
And there it goes. And Here
we go, bitches brew.
from the ground up.
From the ground up, from Sprouts.
I have high expectations.
Oh.
Very nice. Caramel.
So it's like definitely a lot more. It's definitely a lot more different than the other two that we just had.
Right.
Which I think were more similar to each other.
Right.
And it's like I think it's a lot smooth. I think it's smoother.
Could be. Yeah. I do think that the Mayorga was smooth as well.
Yeah, I think pretty on par smooth.
It definitely has. Here's the thing. I think it's comparable to the Mayorga. The difference
I think just
is that this one
flavors.
has exactly the flavoring, but it still has that same boldness.
I think it's
smooth.
Yeah.
They're both smooth. I feel like everything going forward is going to be smooth.
Yeah, this is
definitely.
like a lighter. I think it's like a lighter flavors. I don't know what type of flavors are there.
Yeah, it's lighter, but there's that caramel. And what does the bag say? The bag says,
I don't know, I think like a chocolatey type of deal.
Smoky, creamy blend with notes of dark chocolate. I tasted the dark chocolate.
I think the dark
and
chocolate.
the caramel. It's like dark chocolate caramel with the cream. And that's another thing you really want to see in a coffee.
It's a treat.
Is when it tastes like creamy and like thick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a nice coffee.
This is a solid cup of coffee, I think.
Yeah. And definitely with the carrot, you can taste the chocolate is really actually does taste like chocolate.
It
With
does.
the sweetness of the caramel. Caramel is just sugar. So it's a sweet, chocolatey, creamy,
Yes.
good cup of coffee.
It is a good cup of coffee.
Highly recommend.
What would you give this one?
I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
I think an 8 out of 10 is very fair.
Yeah. I don't know. What could make it better? Nothing really. It's honestly, we really could deserve it. We could give it an 8.5.
Really? Yeah, I think you're right actually. Like, cause like
It has a lot of flavor to it.
I think that 8.5, 8.75.
Yeah. So like, I think the difference between something like this and something like this is that this one, like once again, it just doesn't have as much flavor as this one with the caramel and the chocolate. It's just like like really intricate, the flavors and the way they intermingle with this one. It's a really great cup of coffee.
I agree. So yeah, I hyped you up for it, dude.
Yeah, you gave me high expectations, and high expectations paid off.
All right. Now we're moving on to the medium roasts. These beans, a lot lighter. Alex said he's had them for a little bit longer.
However, it does say on the bag that they last until March 3rd of 21. So we still got a bit of time on them. However, there could be a possibility of a bit of drying out, a lessening of the oils. But it does still have that nice aromatic medium roast coffee flavor, and it's a good one. It has a beautiful picture on the front. Dharma beans. You know, we're getting close with God. We're getting spiritual. You know, if you want to feel like this woman, you got to drink these beans. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
It's improve your karma, drink the Dharma, and that's what they say.
Medium.
Ravensbrew. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's got some, as the bag says, elegant, very silky, rich body with notes of caramel, pecans, and a hint of cinnamon orange.
I just tasted the pecans.
You did?
I just tasted the pecans. They're just like right there. I think that I mean, it's not like super impressive, but it's still like it's still really good.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I would go out of my way to buy this specific flavoring from the Ravensbrew again. Ethan and I, Dietz and I, we both really love the Ravensbrew coffee, right? We found this brand together.
Yes, we did.
And so forth, and it's a phenomenal brand. It really is. They make some really good, really high quality coffee. They brew their stuff well, and this and that. I don't know about this one. Maybe it's because it's got the Dharma chick on the front, and it's just a little bit lighter. But it has some good flavoring to it. It's just not it's not outstanding.
Yeah.
Like this one was outstanding with the nice flavors with the chocolate and the caramel. It's a medium roast. Maybe I have too high things for it, but you know, it's like...
But yeah, it's like, it's smooth, but it's like, it's just, that's all, you know.
Yeah.
There's not really much else after that.
It's not my favorite Ravensbrew flavor, you know what I mean?
Alright.
But it does have some cool things on the side. Would you like to take a second to read the side of the bag? They have some things on the side too. There you go. Alright. So I think I'm going to give this one, I'm going to give it like a 6. I say 6.5.
6.5?
Maybe 6 3/4. Here's the thing. It's not a bad cup of coffee. It's just not outstanding.
Okay, I guess you're right. You're right.
You know what I mean?
I think 6.5 is fair. Because it's just like, it's not bad. It's like maybe... And it's like maybe a little bit above average. Yeah, you know who I would recommend this? I would recommend this to your average to medium coffee enthusiast. Somebody who's like not super into drinking coffee all the time. Maybe they don't want too much caffeine. They just want to be nice, light, and flavorful. It's a good coffee. But it's not like, if you want to drink a cup of Joe, just give me my Joe, bro. You don't want to drink this stuff. This is so much coffee.
So it's already pre-ground. So if you don't know, when you have like a pre-ground, you wanna grind your coffees.
The coffee
Dissipate. You might be losing a little bit of flavor.
Because when you get the bean, it's nice and kept nice and tight in the bean, and the oils. I don't know
the chemistry.
They're cuddled inside of the bean. Yeah. It's nice and comfy for the coffee grinds and for the oils. But when you buy pre-ground bean, it's gonna lose a little bit of its flavor after some time. And that's just how the beans go.
Yeah, a little bit more.
All right. Here's to the last one.
And the biggest one.
The biggest one. Most I've poured.
Yes. Ooh, I like that.
It's different.
It's different.
I think this is one of my favorite coffees that I've ever had.
It's got
for being a light roast.
I feel like it has some like a spice, some spicy, not spicy like spicy, but spices like spices. Why is that?
You probably just said spice like 5 times. It's supposed to the cool thing is it's supposed to make you think of like autumn.
Okay, I think I can see that.
It's floral. I'm losing.
Yeah, it's floral. Not as much of a chocolatey, but the chocolatey overtone is still there, sort of. In it, because it's the light roast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chocolate.
I'm running out of adjectives.
Well, I feel like it's got the real spices to it, which is the autumn thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got the spices. It's got a little bit of like a chocolate or caramel like overtone, as opposed to something like this would be the chocolate or the caramel is the main thing with the spices, and the flavoring is the overtone. But this one is the opposite. It's like the spices and the flavor, like the floral spices is like the main purpose.
I think
with the chocolate overtone.
I think the thing is that, you know, when you go from something like a dark roast, like it's almost like it's like heavy, a little bit it like tastes a little heavier. But like when you come to something like a light roast, or even maybe like a medium roast, it's almost a lot. Obviously, it's a lot lighter.
Yeah.
Like it's just like it feels lighter in your mouth.
Yeah.
They're complete. Dude, it's so interesting how they're just like completely different flavors.
Yeah. And like when you smell the coffee, it doesn't smell like, you know, like a dark coffee, like, you know, like the, you know what I mean?
I almost think of like an amaretto, you know, like an almond type of thing.
Right.
Oh my god, that's a lot of coffee. This is good though.
Yeah, fantastic. So this one I think is.
We did a lot of Ravensbrew.
Yeah, I'd say what's your thing on this? You've had this coffee bean the longest.
I think
it's a good one.
I think it's a good coffee. Like if you're always drinking like the same dark roast,
right?
Because I know like my parents, they're dark roast people, you know.
Okay.
Like they really just like drink like French roast or whatever.
So I do too. So I like my general like go to day to day is, you know, I drink this one, which is a darker roast, and then when I want to spice things up, I get some more flavor in my coffee, know that I'm drinking a nicer cup of coffee, I go for my nice beans, which is the Dharma brew. And really, it's not even that great. Well, I got to use up the rest of it. But this one is a nice cup of coffee. I say, what do you say?
Well, I was gonna wrap up for what you're saying. I was gonna say that. I was just gonna say that if you want to try something different, or like switch something, you know, try different flavors, like try a lighter roast. Throw it in every once in a while.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
Because it's just different. But anyways, I think that this one is right up. I think it's right up there with these two. I think.
Pardon me, which one?
With this one and this one.
Yeah.
I think it's personally, I think it's like a 9. I think it's got potentials of being a little bit higher than a 9, you know.
Okay, yeah, I think it's.
But I don't know what you think.
It is. So I'm really impartial to this. What do you say? This Christmas brew?
Yeah.
Or holiday brew, I think is so far my favorite one, by far. I really like that. It was a great coffee.
Yeah.
I think this one is probably still right. I'd say, you know, this one's a 9.25. This is like an 8.75 to a 9.
This one is.
This one
the
is.
autumn.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's fair given it.
Almost 8.9.
I think we just give it a 9 then.
8.85.
All right, 8.99.
No, 8.85.
8.89.
8.87.
Okay, whatever. Worst one. Which one was the worst one?
Honestly, this one was the worst one.
I think I agree.
It sucks because it's got the coolest cover on it, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't that great. But we love you, Ravensbrew Coffee. You know, well, I'm gonna buy more of your coffee beans.
Yeah, maybe it
but
was
I'm not
just
gonna
like
buy this flavor.
maybe it was just the batch. I don't know. It could just been the batch.
Yeah, maybe we got to try again. You know what?
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. But
okay. Anyways.
Nonetheless, I don't know. Maybe we brewed it the wrong way. Maybe we didn't use enough beans. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't get the ratio right.
Okay.
But nonetheless.
So, what did we give? So we gave Illy pretty standard, just a solid cup of coffee. You've probably had it if you're a European lad or lassie. You've probably had it before. I think we gave that one like a 6.5.
I think so. Yeah.
6.5.
This one was like 7.
We gave that one a 7. This one was like an 8.75.
Something like that.
This one was like a 6.
Yeah.
This one was a 9. Oh, this one was a 10. According to Alex.
9.65.
We'll give him 9.65. And then this one was 9.
9. Yeah.
So overall, that's overall.
Yeah, that's overall. And we would highly recommend drinking all the coffee and be caffeinated all the time because you're more
maybe
productive.
Not. You know,
you got to be like Dietz over here.
Well, see, the thing is, we struggle.
This guy runs like 20 miles a day. And you got to drink coffee.
That's not true.
That much.
2021 coffee review came quick. Tried to do a 2020 coffee review. Didn't didn't work out.
Yeah,
But maybe we'll be back with another coffee review.
2023.
But this time we'll have to hit some coffee shop. Next time we'll hit coffee
Definitely.
shops.
By the time we get vaccinated and there's no more germs,
There's no more weirdos.
burritos.
No, just kidding. I don't know.
Okay. But yeah.
My heart hurts.
Yeah, but yeah, don't buy all the Christmas brew because I'm gonna buy it next time, so you guys don't buy it, so that I can buy it.
Okay. Thank you for watching. Any last words?
Arrivederci
Okay.
and cheers.
Cheers.